Today's Thursday, September 12th? Yeah, September 12th, 2024. It's just past noon. Got the lawnmower all gassed up, ready to roll. And today I'm going to do some cutting. I'm going to cut some grass out on the pasture road to touch it up before we haul bales, no matter when that is. Supposed to rain tomorrow, or actually tonight. I can already see the clouds banking up over there on the west. It's a little overcast today, but it's also the sun's partly shining through, so I can feel the heat. And like I said, I'm going to cut some on the pasture road on the other side of the creek, and finish that. Then I'm going to come back here and cut the path going around the small pasture behind the house. I need to clean that up before it gets too big. Okay, just to keep it clean. Alright. I should have done that to the whole pasture back here instead of letting the weeds grow up, but I didn't. But anyway, I'll cut what I can. Alright. Just something to do, I guess. Alright, catch you later. Well, I came down to the big pasture already, and I just noticed on my way down here that they still haven't touched that old silage bale. I guess that was it's at least 2 or 3 years old. I'm not sure exactly. And there was 2 of them. One of them got dug out, rolled out, but the other one's still there. The other bale from this year, right there, where I fed them earlier, or I think it was last Friday. Yeah, today's Thursday. Yeah, last Friday. They got that rolled out or tore down, I guess, spread out. And the bale I just put out yesterday from last year, looks like they got that partially knocked down too, knocked down and rolled out. So let me go take a closer look at that. Yeah, I don't know how much they ate, but I think they ate pretty much. There's still some over there from this year's bale that I put out last week. There's still some there that they can eat. But here they just scattered this a little bit, rolled it, scattered it. But at least they're eating it, I think. Anyway, I think they're eating it better than that old silage wrapped hay over there, that brown one over there is still standing. They're not touching that much. Okay, let's get back to mowing. I'm gonna head over there. I'm gonna cut that along from on the other side of the creek bridge. I'm gonna mow there and all the way up the hill. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna mow. I'm just gonna mow the road part, pasture road. Yeah, I'm not gonna mow this area here. I mowed this not too long ago. But I'm going to mow on the other side of the road. I mowed there too, but there's some taller weeds there that I didn't quite get. Yeah, and I want to mow up the pasture road too. I mowed this a few weeks ago. But as I drive in with stuff, tractor and other things, I noticed that I got to make a wide turn here to at least go out. Yeah, I need to make a wide turn here to straighten up to get to this, across this bridge, so I don't hit that post there. And with a longer trailer for hauling bales, I need to really get over here. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mow this taller stuff here and all the stuff up the road, because I don't think I mowed that at all this year that I can remember. I may have, but I don't remember it. Anyway, let's start mowing. Well, I made the first cut. Yeah, I might wind up cutting the whole thing. Who knows? But yeah, my main goal is to cut this taller stuff over here. I don't want to get too close to the pond, but I want to take a little bit off at a time. Well, that looks better. Now when we drive my tractor, or my brother's tractor here, I can turn wide here, go wide, and then be able to get out a lot easier here. Okay, let's move on to the next one going up the road. Yeah, that looks a little better now. Yeah, it's easy to see where I got to drive my tractor, or drive the tractor, my brother's tractor when we haul bales. I got to go wide here to go out. Come in too. I got to need to go up there to turn so the trailer and bales don't hit the post there when I go through the gate. Yeah, go straight as far as I can and then turn. And same thing on the way out. Way over here, get as close to the edge as possible, and then turn so my trailer fits through the gate. Well, it's not exactly hot today, but it's warm enough to make me sweat. But it could be worse because the sky's overcast now, which blocks some of the sun. I can still feel the heat of the sun though through the clouds. And this is what I'm going to mow next, here and all the way up to the top gate. And you can see where the clouds I'm talking about. I guess you call that thin clouds. That's pretty cut. And look how the weeds. See, one of these days I'm gonna let the cattle in here too, but I gotta fix up my fence here and on the other end down there before I do that, and because I want them to come in and clean up some of these weeds. But I want to mow the weeds on the road, weeds in the grass, mostly weeds, because it just makes it easier to follow the road with the tractors. It's a nice clean path. Okay, let me start cutting, or continue cutting, should I say. Well, there really aren't that many weeds here, but I want to cut the edge. I think, if I remember right, I think early in the spring, I think I sprayed along here, weed killer, but I guess I didn't follow it up, and the weeds grew back, of course, and now I got to deal with them. I got the yellow poles here because I don't want the tractor's tires to run down the ditch there and slide off. So that's why I got the yellow poles there, but they're kind of hidden by all the weeds. Well, I got about halfway up the road. Lawnmower's up there. And now I got to cut the other. Finish cutting this side, and then I'll cut all of it. Yeah. There aren't that many weeds on the road, actually. The main thing I want to cut is the edge where those yellow poles are so I can see them easier. My brother, too. I know I'm wasting time recording this, but it's for myself mostly. When I look back in my old age, I'm already old, but in my older age, how about that? My older age, I look back at what I've done, or what I was doing, should I say? Because I'm not doing very much, but it's enough to keep me active, I hope. Yeah, that'll look nice when I get done with it. Just another view. Okay, let me finish cutting the whole thing, and then I'll check you later. Well, I think I'm just going to walk up the road to so I can see what it looks like at every point along the way. It's going to be a slow move. And I'm holding my phone at eye level. It's hard to keep the shakiness out of it, but because I'm not a very graceful walker. Maybe when I was younger I could glide across the land, but not now. Okay. I guess I'm about halfway. Oh boy, it's not easy walking and talking and recording. I'll do what I can with what I got, where I am. It's just me, and I don't have a shadow today, but it's me and my camera, my phone camera. Okay, almost there. I hardly ever rough up this road. I'm always driving a truck, four-wheeler, tractor, or my lawnmower. I should do more walking. I walked a lot when I was young because I didn't have anything to ride. Okay. I'm at the top. And when we do haul bales, that's where I'm going to put half of them. Oh, or hope I can get at least 20 of them in there, and I got room for 5 on the other end too. Now for the walk down. I can't hold this phone any steadier while I'm headed down. Just hopefully there's some kind of stabilizer in the camera. I think that's what they call it. Some kind of something that will take the shake out of the video, or some of it anyway. Coming around the corner. Coming around the corner. I'm down about halfway again. And I'm going to stop here, catch my breath, and scan this pasture. Look at those nice blue flowers, or weeds with the blue flowers. That looks nice. I like that. Even weeds have a purpose, even if the purpose is to annoy us. Okay, let's keep going. But sometimes weeds can have nice flowers on them, so enjoy it. And there's a weed. Some people call it a weed. It's already went to seed. You can see the dead stem there. Milkweed. But that's for the butterflies. So even if we don't use the weeds, the insects might need them. So, and sometimes we need the insects too to pollinate our crops and stuff. Okay, down to the end. Okay, I gotta try one more thing. I haven't done this before. This will be my first time. Because one, I don't know how it works, and two, I just don't feel the need to use it. But I'm going to try it this time on here. I just noticed there's a time-lapse thing on my phone or camera option, so I'm going to try the time-lapse. I'm going to retrace the same thing and try the time-lapse, see what happens. I'll see what it looks like before I add it to this video. That was a time lapse coming up the road. If I don't like it when I watch it when I get home, I won't use it, but I'll make another time lapse on the way down. All this walking is wearing me out. Okay, let's try a time lapse going down the hill. Walking down the hill, that is. Here we go. That's my experiment with time lapse. I won't know how it looks until I get back to the house and download everything. All right, let's go back to cutting grass. Oh, I'm back at the bridge. I haven't seen any cattle today yet. They must be lounging around somewhere. At least it's not. It's hot today. It's not really hot, but it's humid, so it feels hot. But it's cool when the wind blows. Like right now, I get a little breeze coming through here, but not much. See, there's no waves on the water. Yeah, but look at this. There's a lot of scum or dust or something on the water because it hadn't rained for a while. A couple weeks at least, if not more. Anyway, I'm going to close this gate here. Yeah, I don't really need to close the gate because I got the gate on top of the road closed, and I got the other gates closed. But I like to close it just in case they decide to get out somehow over on this from here to the road, because I don't want them getting in or eating that bale or bales. So I'm going to close it. It's just a little guarantee, but not much, but it's something. I think I said I wasn't going to cut this area here, but since I'm here and I got the lawnmower, why not? I think I'm going to cut the grass on the outside of the fence too by the road, just because I'm here and I can't. I was just talking about the cattle not being here, or I haven't seen them all day, or since I've been out here. And here comes the 3 Highlanders. I don't know where the other ones are, but the 3 Highlanders came down. I guess they're going to come down and take a climb off a lawnmower. Come down and take a soak in the water. Aren't you, girls? Probably get a drink too, but mostly, I think it's mostly to soak. Yeah. Well, I hope you girls are bred, because I'm going to be taking you back end of September, maybe sometime in October. I'm in no hurry. I got some fences to fix up by the house too, before I can do anything. Yeah, they come down here to soak. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know where Mama Cow's. She's on top. I don't know where she's headed, but I'm going to get back to cutting grass. Yeah, before the sun comes out again. Well, it does look better after I mow it, even though the grass wasn't that high. Okay, let's move on to the next section by the road. I'm going to cut this. I don't really have to, but I just want to clean it up a little bit, make it look good. I'm not going to cut the ditch. They township people, they already mowed that ditch with their big machine. I'm just going to make, yeah, and normally I would make both cuts to blow it out that way. Both cut this way and then come back empty and cut again to blow it all toward the ditch. But I don't feel like doing that today, so I'm just going to make a cut going down and make another cut going this way, and the second cut will blow it out. But I guess it's all right. I think they respect the fence enough not to reach under it, and hopefully they'll get shocked if they do. All right, let's start cutting. Oh, was that a bumpy ride, especially along the fence from that flood back in June, or was it July? I can't remember. I think it was July. Yeah, I think it was July? June, July? I'm thinking it was July, but I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was July. Yeah. Anyway, I got the grass cut there, and got the grass cut here too. I didn't see the other cattle come down, so they're probably still hanging around up on top somewhere. All right. I'm headed back to the house. I'm going to cut the grass along the boundary of the small pasture in the bottom from the road, from the gate by the road, like I did before. All right, just the path that I made. I'm not going to cut those tall weeds. I'll let the cattle take care of those later. Okay, let's head back to the house. I'm done out here. I'm back at my house, and as I was approaching here, I said, well, I got the lawnmower. Why not cut the edges again? Well, that's what I'm going to do, cut the edges. The south side of my driveway is cut, both sides of the road, and the north side's cut. Now down to the pasture gate down there. Well, what does it mean when a caterpillar is all brown? Yeah, normally I see them, they're brown in the middle and black on the ends. But I don't know what that means. Does that mean a mild winter? We'll see, I guess. I'm ready to mow the pasture here. I'm not going to cut up there, but I'm going to cut on the inside. This is part of the pasture. I'm just going to cut the path that I made. Although I might cut some of them weeds. If they're not too tall, because they got bigger than I thought. I sprayed them, but they keep growing back. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to cut along the inside of the fence and down there a bit. Then I'm going to make my way around over here and cut all the way around. And I'm not going to stop to record. If I record anything, I'll record it after I'm done. But I probably won't. I'll probably come up here again. Oh, I wasn't planning on stopping to record, but I decided to go ahead and do this one because this is where a lot of weeds grew up. And same thing on that other area. These sticker weeds got out of control. I ain't going to cut the grass. Cattle can eat that off, but these sticker weeds they don't eat anyway, except the blossoms on top. And I think that's how they spread the seed. Anyway, most of the weeds are killed, but where these sticker weeds are, they just came back. I think they sprouted up after I sprayed. That's how fast they grow. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mow this little bit in here, and then I'll go back to mowing the grass pathway. The grass pathway that goes from here all the way around, comes back this way, comes that way, then goes around the fence, then goes around and goes to the corner, then down and back up. It should be pretty clean of weeds, mostly. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just mow until I get done. Then I might come back and record the after cut. We'll see. Place looks weedy, that's for sure. Even though it's weedy, I think there's still plenty of grass. Even with the weeds, there's grass growing in through here. That fescue stick. So they'll still have plenty to eat for a long time once I bring them back. The only reason I decided to cut those sticker weeds, my brother had a name for them. He told me what the name was. Pigweed. He said it was called pigweed. Okay. He looked it up somewhere on his phone. Anyway, if it's called pigweed, fine. I still call it stickerweed. Anyway, only reason I decided to cut those, even though they're too big, they're pretty tall, is that the stems are soft. Stems are soft. Now, if there was some big, giant Jimson weeds, I'd never cut it with my lawnmower. The stems are like wood. But these things have a soft stem. Even when they're big, their stem is somewhat soft. Soft enough to cut with my lawnmower anyway. I don't like to do it that way, but I should have been spraying this more often, and I didn't. So, anyway, I got it cleaned up. And when I'm all done, I might do the other one there on the bottom of that hill too, because it's got a few of those growing. I did some on the end there, but I need to get the rest of it. Yeah, look at all these weeds. See, that's what's good about having cattle. They can really keep the weeds under control. Most of them. They don't eat all of them, but like they won't eat these iron weeds, but that's just one or two weeds that they won't eat. And the only reason they don't eat the sticker weed is because of the stickers, the thorns. But they'll eat the tops off, where the seeds are. And I think that's how they spread in their cow's manure. Anyway, back to mowing the rest of it. You know, let this grass go up. These pathways grow up a little bit too much. I should be mowing them more off it. But next year, if I take the cattle down to the big pasture to be with the bull, I'll have to think about bush hogging this more often. I can't mow the whole thing with the lawnmower, so bush hog will probably be my best way. At least once or twice. Once in the early summer, and then again in the late summer. Maybe they won't grow back so fast if I mow it with the bush hog. I didn't mow it at all yet this year with the bush hog. Not to where the weeds are growing. I mowed this pathway the first time with the bush hog. And then after that, I started mowing it with the lawnmower to keep the grass short. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna try not to record nothing on the way around, just because I want to get done. It's getting late. Now are on my lawnmower, not in, on. And these weeds here, I remember these when we were kids. They're producing pollen right now. I don't know what the names of them are. Well, I know they're taller than me, and we used to, when they get dry, we used to use them as spears. Especially when they grow in a big clump and there's hardly any limbs on them. Leaves on them on the bottom. They grew straight. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's get back to mowing and get this job done. Everything else cut except this. The Jimson weeds are small, so I think I can cut them out. And the other ones are, like I said, are the sticker weeds. The dark green ones are Jimson, and the lighter green there's I call them sticker weed. My brother calls them pigweed. And all these other weeds, the cattle will eat these. Both sides, all through here. And there's the pond. What's left of it. I was going to have that dug out this summer, but couldn't afford it, so I have to wait for another year. The cattle still have water up by the road, so I'm not worried about that. And if they really need water, I can always use water on my cistern too. It's pretty big. I don't need it. I don't need all of it. Anyway, I need to cut this now. I cut some of it on the other end when I was cutting by the road, but I wanted to save this for last in case something happens to my mower. Okay, let's cut this down, and then I'll be done. Oh, it looks a little better. Wasn't too hard on the lawnmower, but it's a pretty tough lawnmower. Got the job done. Now I'm going to head to the top. Well, I came up this hill here. I was going to park the lawnmower, and then I realized I didn't cut this. The last time I cut this was after a rain, and it was too slick. Yeah, it was too slick. Even down here was still slick through here. So I delayed this cut. So now I can cut it, but instead of cutting it this way like I did last time, I'm going to go back to my original cutting pattern. It's up and down the hill. But I'm not going to let the grass clippings pile up. I'm going to keep them scattered because I'm not going to rake up any more grass clippings or pick them up this time. Just let it rot. Spread it out and let it decay. Okay, I'm done cutting with the lawnmower. I think I'm gonna try to drive the ATV around the bottom pasture here and see if I can record the trip going around. Not sure if I can, but I'm gonna try. In other words, I'm gonna start up at the road and just drive down where I just got done cutting all the way through there. Yeah. And then around here and up here. We'll see. Anyway, I got this cut. So that's one thing left to do. Well, this is where I'm going to try to drive the ATV around. Start here and drive around the whole area that I just got done cutting. Let's see how that works out. Looks good from here though. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I set up some contraption to hold my phone on the front of my ATV. We'll see how it works. Okay, at least I got up the hill. All right, I'm gonna try something else now. Well, I made it around and I plugged in my external or extra battery pack to charge my phone. And since I got this contraption hooked up, I want to test that What did I use before? Time lapse. I'm going to test that out, doing the same trip around the pasture. Okay, let's try that time lapse now. All right, let's go. Well, it'll be interesting to see what that looks like when I download it and watch it. Well, I got something done today, and hopefully I recorded the important part. Okay, that's yeah. At least now I know I can. I was going to show how I set this thing up. Maybe I will. Yeah, let's do that. Show you how I got it set up on my ATV. Okay. I used my. I have to laugh at myself. I couldn't get that thing to stick to. It sticks to the glass on my truck, on my window on my truck. I tried sticking it to there. It didn't work. I said, oh, I need something made out of glass. So I found that in the house, an old cake pan or glass cake pan or something. And to hold it up in there, I got a couple full bottles of water at the bottom, braced the bottom. Then I got another full bottle there to brace it to the side so it won't shake around. And then I stuff an old jacket in the cooler, in the little igloo, to hold it all, secure it. It worked. If I need to use it again, I know what to use. Anyway, that's what I used to hold my camera when I was driving around with this ATV. All right, catch you later. About 4:30 p.m. and I'm done for today. Yeah, sky still looks like it might rain. The forecast says rain tonight and tomorrow and maybe Saturday too a little bit. At least I got this part cut. And up by the pasture road on the big pasture, that cut too. And then I cut the area by the garden. Okay. And I even did a couple time lapse. I want to see how that works, what it looks like. I may or may not use it again. Okay. I'm going to go take a look on the west side and see what the sky looks like. Oh, it's still overcast. Oh, there, you can see what I mean. See the sun? It's a little shining through, but I can't hardly feel the heat. The sun's there. It shows you how thin the clouds are. And what did I say? 4:30 p.m. Yeah, something like that. And like I said, I'm done today. It ain't too hot right now, but I can tell the humidity's going up though, because I'm still sweating. Okay, that's all for today, and catch you on the next one. Bye. Well, that's the weather system that's headed my way. It's supposed to start raining tonight, and probably there'll still be chance for rain all weekend. Tonight, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, it's going to be a chance for rain for a while. Once that moves up north to where I am. Alright, well, I guess we won't be hauling hay bales this weekend. But next week, the week after next, or the week after this, weekend after this weekend, it's looking a little better, a little drier. Okay. Alright. Catch you on the next one. Bye. That's just a view of the progress of the weather system that's rotating to the south. This image here starts at around 4 p.m. and ends, and there's a future casting, and it ends around 6:50 or around 7 and p.m. So right now it's about 6:15. So it's working its way up north to where I am. So it'll be here tonight and tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday probably. So we'll just see what we get. I think it's going to be too wet to haul bales. So there you go. So I didn't like the way this setup I had for my camera on the front of the ATV, the contraption I had set up with. It was too much vibration or shaky, so I made a slight adjustment or improvement. Hopefully it's an improvement. I'm going to drive around. I'm going to drive around and see if it's any better, and if it is, I'll use it for my video. All right, it just shook a lot. It's too much vibration. All right, let's just run. I'm not going to do the time lapse. I'm just going to do the drive around to see if it's any better with the way I got set up now. Okay, here we go. see if that's better when I download it. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do the what is it called? Time lapse too on this. All right, I'll use the same path or route. Well, I'll have to download it and see what those look like with my new setup here. I'll show you my setup. It's about the same as the other one, except for a slight difference. On this setup, it's almost the same, except I don't have any bottles at the bottom. I only got my old jacket, and I put a towel between the cooler and the glass, so it wouldn't shake so much. So it'd be more a little tighter fit, a little more snug. Other than that, and then I still had to put one bottle there to keep it from sliding sideways. But anyway, I'll see if that made any difference. And I used a different igloo because the other one is in the truck now. I had got this one out of the house. Okay, they're the same size, so it's about the same. All right, I want to see if that made any difference. Actually, I just put a towel on between the glass and the igloo, the cooler, and I didn't put any bottles of water at the very bottom. I just shoved that all the way down in there to hold it together. All right, catch you on the next one. Bye.